guys, and welcome to the Farmers Overview. Farmers is a lot like ranchers, like I said the opposite about the ranchers. Farmers are in charge of all the crops. They're also in charge of chickens and pigs. They used to be in charge of cows and sheep, but the ranchers recently took them. So I guess I should give you a little tour. Over here are the tools that are used: shovels, axes, and blunderbuss. Axes are used for the melons and pumpkins, and also the chickens, I'm pretty sure. In fact, I think they're only supposed to be used for the chickens. Shovels are used for the excreta and the manure, or just the excreta, but to make the manure. And blunderbuss are used to kill the livestock, or to kill the cows. Nope, to kill the pigs. Here's the food stuff for the different animals. So much like the ranchers, they have to fertilize the ground first, because cows, sheep, chickens, and pigs all eat off the ground. They eat the grass that grows on the grass plot, like this stuff. They actually physically eat this stuff. I just picked up seeds. There's also obviously the carrots and the apples and the rotten flesh to feed the pigs, and the seeds to feed the chickens. And then over here is a lot more tools: hoes to hoe the lands for the crops, shears, which they don't actually need anymore, and then just that's where they keep their food and drinks. Over here is a to-do list. Now, we only have one farmer on the team right now, and he likes to keep very organized. So his to-do list here shows the farming that he needs to do at the barn, and also the farming he needs to do at Reed Junction, and I will show you Reed Junction in a little while. Also, this chest is to store the work orders that are currently being done, and that is just so that they don't sit in receiving and get confused, and they don't take up space in receiving. This is all the excreta and manure. The farmers would take the excreta and put it all the way over there on that little panel that you can see kind of in the distance. I'll run over there now. On here. I put it all on here, like at the rancher's place, they had one of these as well. And wait for it to dry, and then they can shovel it up and turn it into manure, which the landscapers can order to make fertilizer and compost. And then this is Honeycomb, where the farmers, I'll show you later on, the farmers go and they collect honeycomb from the bees' nests. What are they called? Bee homes. And they can make beeswax from it, which is used to make candles, which the blacksmiths order in order to make lanterns. And also people can just order candles to put around the place as little temporary light sources instead of torches, because we took torches out. Upstairs it's just a nice little area, but on the very top there is beds. So if you need to sleep, or the head farmer's house is right next to the barn. So just around out here are the silos. The silos are where we store the wheat normally. There you go. It's where we store the hay bales. And we store them in hay bales for ease of access, basically. So what you would do is you would climb to the top and make a little staircase for yourself, just to sort of make it easier. And that avoids taking damage. And then, yeah, you would dig all this up, but make sure you leave a little staircase. And each hay bale drops 9 wheat. So that's how you know. Okay, so in here this is the pig pen. This is where the pigs are kept in the winter, because in the winter it snows and all the pigs die, which, in case you hadn't noticed, there are no pigs in here. And that's kind of exactly what happened, is they all died in the winter. Over here, again, there is normally carrots and potatoes, but winter struck. Luckily though, melons and pumpkins aren't affected by the winter. And then this is the chicken coop, but you know, RIP them. Over here is the mushroom hut. Jerks normally spawn in here, so I've got to be careful. Apparently there's a lot of birds in here. Yeah, this is the mushroom hut. It's got to be kept really dark and at a specific light so that the mushrooms can essentially breed. It's very hard to get mushrooms. So this is the Reed Junction area. We've been here before in a previous video for the carpenters. But this is where some of the other crops are grown. So as you can see, cactuses, or cacti even, reeds, cocoa beans, seeds, apples and wheat are all grown here. This is just a little area to keep all the things, as you can see. So if you come out here, this is obviously where the reeds are. Behind the reeds are cocoa beans, out, and poison ivy. Behind the cocoa beans are cacti. Pretty straightforward. And everything over here is, okay, yeah, I noticed that. Is it that one? Yeah, alright. This is obviously where the wheat is, but like I said before, winter struck. So if you run through these birch forestry plots, you will get to the apples. These apple trees are really cool in my opinion. So basically, as you can see, these ones aren't fully grown, but they will slowly grow. And if you break one apple, see how quickly this grows back. If I just break a few apples, not the leaves. Of course they're deciding, there you go. If you break an apple on one of the leaves, then they will grow back, like basically instantly. So then, yeah, you just run around that plot, breaking the apples, getting all the apples, easy peasy. And then behind, watch out for poison ivy again. Behind the apples, back here, are the beehives. That's it, beehives. I finally remember the name. And in the beehives, you can hear them all buzzing. He's got another little thing here, which I guess, I don't know what it all means. You'd have to talk to him about it. But in each beehive, he's trying to get to 64 in each. As you can see, it makes honeycomb. You would take that honeycomb either back to the barn, or I think you can do it in like the Reed Junction little area you saw a second ago, and craft it into empty honey things and beeswax. And here is the final thing I need to show you. This is the hop and the grape farm. Now, the hops and the grapes are used in, I think they're used in the meadery are in the cidery. Well, they're definitely going to be used for the use of brewing alcohol, I think. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, this is a recent thing, a very recent thing. But the head farmer is definitely doing well with it so far. Getting everything stocked up. I guess you could say stocked up. But yeah, this is quite a distance from the rest of the farm and Junction and everything like this. This is like very close to another junction. In fact, this is like heading towards the Parthenon. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you apply soon. Goodbye.